It's not all about drug addiction. Some women find themselves here because of loss of jobs, having to leave their homes because of domestic violence.
And he decided, I guess, he didn't want to be married anymore. But he left me with $800 to pay rent, electric, and buy food with. We ended up sleeping in the car for a while.
It was kind of cramped, basically. I would sometimes wake up and have a cramp in my knee and had to go outside.
You can't cook in a car, you know? Every place that I called, if I told them that my daughter was a high-functioning autistic, they didn't want to deal with us. And the only door that was open was at Carm.
Ordinarily, we would have put them up on the family floor on New Life Inn, but there was no room in New Life Inn.
We got signed in and we stayed downstairs in the ladies' overnight.
We did end up having to put them in the overnight shelter. It was the only place we could possibly put them.
Sarah was scared to death.
She had autism, and there were some things that she was very sensitive to.
It was more frightening than to a normal person. And I just told her, think of it as a three-ring circus with a different show every night. And sometimes I would make up, oh, the tigers are snarling at each other, things that she could understand that would make her laugh, and she would stop being afraid.
Whenever a fight broke out, I was really scared. I would try to hide in my bed somehow. And when Mom would calm me down, I'd come out and talk to people.
But once we were down there and we got to know the ladies, if anything happened, there was like 20 ladies that would immediately go surround Sarah wherever she was to protect her. She was their baby, so to speak. You know, she wasn't just my baby, she was, you know, the ladies' dorm baby.
Women bear the brunt of poverty.
We're the ones responsible for the children. We're the ones that are responsible for taking care of them and making a home. I mean, I did get depressed. I did have my bad times. There was times I thought of suicide. And I have to say that there's certain staff members at Carm that really helped me through those rough times.
I think it touches home. I have children. I'm a mother. I understand what that would probably feel like. As we build relationships, we walk the journey. You can't walk the journey and not feel the pain.
Because it could be you that needs that place. Really. It could be you. You might have money now. You might have everything. Like that. And you could be where I'm at.
When I talk to a woman who's struggling, I talk to her about hope, that through Christ you can overcome this.
Little by little, the staff began to embrace them, and it wasn't long before we learned about an upcoming prom.
One of her biggest dreams was to go to her senior prom. Moms at Carm who were working there, that touched our hearts, and we wanted to make sure that happened for her. So we did her makeup, we found her a dress. Pastor Michael got her a corsage, we presented that to her, we took her to the prom, and that was a Cinderella moment.
I have to say my daughter looks so beautiful.
I stood on the outside because I was not really friendly with most of the students. And then all of a sudden a boy came up and told me to come dance, and I was actually almost in the middle of the group dancing.
Do you know what a privilege that is, to be able to make sure that someone's dream gets to come true and to be a part of someone's life, that they allow you to do that? That is a God-given moment. Since that time, Sarah graduated and they have moved into housing, subsidized housing.
But you know, the neat thing about them was they didn't want something for nothing. They wanted to be able to give back.
They help us. They volunteer in cleaning and they volunteer in the kitchen.
And they're frequently up in the offices cleaning or doing anything they can to help out.
We do it to give back. We do it to glorify God. If it hadn't been for the Carm, if it hadn't been for prayers, if it hadn't been for those people, I don't think I'd be here.